do this. I've been waiting for this for some time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you're good. Even your network is much better now.
Yeah, network is better now, yeah. Are you good, big man?
I'm good. You had a good day?
I had a good day, And you?
Yeah, your energy is so low. It sounds like you just got dumped.
Yeah. Ish.
Okay, I guess relationships is a no-go area. But then again, how did you grow up, man? What kind of kid were you?
No, relationships are tough, I won't lie. They're not easy.
But then,
Especially at our line of work, it's not easy.
yeah, there's too many. You can.
Nah, I have one, so it's okay. I have one.
If I were to ask you to say a name, would you?
If I had to say a name,
Would you?
like right now,
Yeah, don't. But I'm saying, would you do it?
I would do it.
Okay. Okay. Let me not put you on the spot, my brother. Welcome to the show. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I want to tell you, like, before Supersport, before everything, like, you as a child, what were your aspirations? What kind of things would you do as a child?
Like besides football or
Yeah, besides football, just take it from Alex.
I grew up from Alex, and you know it's a small township and everything. But for me, growing up there, my parents used to tell me that football has always been a thing for me. So
Oh,
at a young age, I used to like kick things around the house. You know, I was always that kid who loves football and everything. So I don't think there was anything for me besides like playing soccer because I started at a very young age. You know, so
yeah.
yeah, I don't think anything besides soccer. Yeah.
So, but were you able to complete some study, or did you have to drop out?
I did. I tried. Before I went overseas, I tried, but me going overseas obviously was for me it was gonna be difficult for me to continue my studies being overseas and also being here. Like to juggle the both, so I couldn't.
I understand. So, right now, are we sitting on any degree, or are we still going to complete it? Are we looking at life after football, maybe? Because I think these kind of things are very important.
To be honest, right now, to be honest with you, big man, I'm just trying to get my career back on track. You know, um, I feel like I owe it to myself. I owe it to my family. I owe it to the people that I inspire, the fans, the people that supported me. So right now, I'm just looking to to get back up and try to be the star that people thought I was gonna be or that I'm gonna be. You know.
Yeah, hey, man. It looks like from a very young age, you've been the star boy. Tell me about, like, going to Supersport. How does that even come about? What were you playing for? How did they notice you? Did you go to trials? What happened?
It's the craziest thing like you've ever imagined. Like you won't believe. Like if I tell you right now, I was a goalkeeper. I was a goalkeeper. I'm telling you right now. Like like the people that I grew up with and people that know me, they will tell you I used to be a goalkeeper.
Wow, bro. What
That's
happened?
I know. That's crazy. But I used to be a goalkeeper. But to tell you the story was we were supposed to we were playing a tournament in Mamelodi. I think it was McDonald's tournament. Yeah, it was a McDonald's tournament. So we were supposed to travel from Alex to Mamelodi that day. So I like honestly, I didn't wanna go. I don't wanna lie. Like I didn't wanna go, and we were supposed to leave at 8. So I woke up at 9, thinking that they left me. And then one of my friends, I think he's watching now. He's watching now. Tulani. He told me that bro, they're waiting for us by the school. And then we went to school. We got there. The transport was still there. You know, the transport was still there. And then we went to play the tournament. And then when we got there, can you hear me?
I lost you along the way. Tulani is Trugza, right?
Yeah, it's Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, you said you woke up at 9, and please take it from there.
Yeah, so I woke up at 9. He came to me and then he told me that the transport is still there by the school. So we went there, we got there, and then people were still there. The transport was still there. And then we hopped into the transport, we went to Mamelodi. And then when you go to Mamelodi, fortunately enough, I was told to play infield. So I started to play infield. And then I was playing as a number 10. At behind striker. I was playing number 10. And then after the tournament, we played up until the finals. And then after the tournament, Cheese wanted me, Pirates wanted me, Sundowns, Supersports. And then I had to choose between the four which one I have to go to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How old are you by then?
I was 14. I was 14. Yeah, I was 14.
Who was helping you in making those decisions? Which club to go to?
At that time it was my dad, but obviously he had help from this other guy who owned Powerful Football Club. It was George Patricio. Yeah. So at the time, I think Powerful had a partnership with Supersport before.
Oh.
Yeah, Football Club. They had a partnership before with the Powerful. So he was the one who told me that, hey, you should go to Supersport. It's a great academy. You're gonna have more opportunities there, and you're definitely gonna go overseas. Right now, at that time, Supersport had a partnership with Tottenham. So yeah, for me it was let me go to Supersport. So that's how I went to Supersport United.
It was an obvious thing. Did you at some point regret that decision, or do you look back and be grateful?
For me, it was tough because my uncle loves Pride. Like my family is divided 3, so there's a part of my family that loves Chiefs. There's the other part that loves Pirates, and there's the other part that loves Thunder. So none of the families like my favor like Supersport. So it was a tough decision for me, but I think it was best at that moment. So I had to choose Supersport, but I didn't. I didn't regret it because I think me going there, it was a stepping stone for me to reach my greatness, and to fulfill my dreams. And I think Supersport was the best place to be to fulfill that.
Yeah, like what I realized, I think Supersport has more development coaches than any team in the country. I think it has the biggest development institutions in the country, then maybe followed by Kaizer Chiefs. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe Sundowns. I'm not sure. But I know that Supersport is crazy. They have a lot of coaches dealing with a lot of young players. I think starting at Supersport is really a good decision. I think it's a good idea. I think you took a good decision. So you are at Supersport. I think it was 3 years in the youth development, right? Before you got promoted.
Yeah.
Now you got promoted. You played, I think, 1 season and then you got loaned. Am I right?
Yeah.
How does that feel? Do you feel maybe they rushed into promoting you? How does that feel?
Like good man, like how things went to Supersport is for me, ash, like everything happened so quickly, you know.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
I missed it. Now I
Can you hear
can. I missed it. You see? Yes, I can hear.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying everything at Supersport, like it happened very quickly, you know. Like it happened like very quickly. I was there as a youngster. I played development 2 to 3 seasons. Next thing I'm offered a first team contract. Next thing I'm going to overseas and then come back and then I was told to go join the first team. So like everything like happened very fast and I was very young at that time. Like I was just a kid from Alex, you know. So like everything happened very, very quickly. Like everything happened very quickly.
You moved to Happoel. How does that come about? Is something that's coming with your agent? Is it an offer made to the club? How did the move come about?
Moved to where?
Happoel.
Oh, that move. I was scouted by. I was actually at trial in Portugal for Victoria Guimarães. I was
Oh.
trialing there, and then it happened that I couldn't sign there because you know in Europe there's this law that you can't sign like over like 4 foreign players or five like get the
Yeah.
team. So like at Victoria Guimarães they had that, so I couldn't sign. And then I got a call from my agent telling me that no, okay, no, it's fine. There's a team in Israel. They saw your clips and everything, and they were talking to Stan at the moment, who works at Supersport, Stan Matthews.
Austin.
Yeah, yeah. They spoke to Stan, and they want you to come over to Happoel. And then I went there. When I went there, they don't know me. They haven't seen any videos or anything. And then when I got there, immediately when I got there, because I got there like around, I think around 12, 1. And they told me that they're training at like 6. So I had to rest and then go train. And then I went to train. My first training session, after the first training session, the coach came to me and be like, let's go to the office. I'm going to give you a contract right now.
First training session.
Yeah, like first training session. And bear in mind, I was tired. Like, I couldn't understand the routine. I flew from home to Portugal. From Portugal, I didn't go back home. I went to Israel, and then from Israel, now I'm signing with the
Yeah.
team. So now my parents won't see me for like over 2 years now.
Oh, you want to say something? I felt like I cut you off right there. I felt like I cut you off when you were trying to say something else. Yes, I can hear you. I just felt like I cut you off while we were trying to continue saying something.
No, that's all. That's all.
Okay, but I don't think that that's a big, yeah. But you were very young. Obviously, you still needed parents. But I guess it was
Yeah,
a you stepping into it, man. But it was kinda in a
yeah.
harsh way. So how was your stay there? How do you? It's a different weather. It's a different language. It's a different culture. How's that working out for you?
In Israel, right?
Yeah.
um, for me, Israel was it was great. I won't lie, but it was a country where not a lot of people speak English. So first and foremost, our coach didn't speak any English. So for me, um, to understand instructions, someone had to tell me. You know, like for me to have a conversation with the coach, it was very difficult. It was very difficult for me to have a conversation with him because we need someone to translate everything. You know, so but fortunate enough, there was a guy from Zambia that I met at the team. He was playing there for the longest time, and he's familiar with the language. He's familiar with the South Africans because he visits here like all the time. So for me to click with him, it was it was easy because he used to visit South Africa and everything. So he was the one helping me with the culture, to the football, to how people live, to eating, to adjust to everything, you know. But yeah, it was a great experience for me. I won't lie. It was a good time.
You spent, I think you spent 6 months there, and then you got loaned to another club, right?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you think? What do you think was the problem? Why did it not work out in the 6 months? Because you got a contract on your first day. That's energy that shows you gotta be probably starting every game and stuff like that. But 6 months later, you're being loaned. What went wrong?
I don't think it has to do with what went wrong, but it was a situation at the time. I feel like the team wasn't doing very well at the moment, and there was too much pressure. There was too much pressure. The coach had pressure also, and I won't lie, the team had a lot of foreign players, so one or two, goals, you know,
Oh,
yeah, one or two had to go. So unfortunately, I was one of them.
so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm having this insane pop-up ads here. Like, yo, guys, please forgive me.
No,
I'll fix it after this interview.
it's okay.
Yeah. So like that's the reason why you got loaned, right?
Yeah,
For the fact that they needed to bring in another player.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so but one thing is when you move to the next club, actually, I can't really pronounce it. I'm sorry, but you also stay a period of 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't understand because looking at your career from a young age, you seem like a very talented man, but here you are struggling to get a club that's signing you on a permanent basis. What's happening here?
Um, actually, like I don't know how to answer that question, but I'll try. I'll try. Um, for me, going to like I'm gonna make you understand like the pattern, you know.
Okay.
So the pattern was for me going to Israel to the first team. It was a loan, so it wasn't a
Yeah.
permanent move. It was Supersport loaning me to that team, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So when I go to Israel, um, the same team that I was playing for in Israel, it was a loan to buy.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the agreement, loan to buy. You know, so I was basically their player in Israel.
Yeah.
So in Israel, they can do whatever they want with me. So that's why I had to go on loan to another club in Israel.
Yeah.
Okay, sharp. That happened. That happened, and then the season finished. The season finished. I came back. So the talks that I had with my agent is that okay, sharp. You had a season in Israel. This what happens. But the good news is you're gonna go back to Israel. The team is interested to sign you permanently. But now the situation is we need to talk to Supersport and sort out the paperwork and everything, and then you're gonna see what they hear, well, what they're gonna say about you, you know.
Yeah.
And then I came back to SA. I stayed a bit. I remember I came back when it was preseason. I didn't do preseason in Supersport at that time. And then I got a call from one of the Supersport management to tell me that I need to report to training. And then I asked him why, because I'm literally waiting for my ticket to go back to Israel.
Yeah.
You know? And then they were like, no, you're still a Supersport United player. And for you to come back to training is because Eric Tinkler was the coach at that time at Supersport. So they told me that Eric Tinkler needs a left-footed player. And before you leave, Eric Tinkler needs to see you.
Oh.
Yeah. So okay. I was like, okay, no problem. And then I went to training. I trained with the guys. Eric Tinkler was impressed and everything. I don't know. Okay, he told me that he's gonna use me, so there's no need for me to go. But obviously,
he told you himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, I was gutted by that because I've always wanted to play overseas. You know, like for me, playing overseas was the ultimate dream. Like I want to play there. So he told me that he's gonna. I'm in his plans. You know. So I need to train with the team, gel with the team. And then I did that. And then time went by. I don't know what happened. And then I think 2 days prior, the end of transfer window, he came to me after the training session. He told me that, it's my first time here at Supersport and everything. So I need to do well my first season here at Supersport. So we are a very talented player, but I feel like right now, you're not that ready to play for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm good friends with Roger Tessa. I'm gonna loan you to Platinum Stars. I'm gonna ask him for Platinum Stars, and then that's how I went to play for Platinum Stars.
Yeah. So
like the pattern, it's loan.
Yeah. Yeah. I've realized that. Because I even wondered, like, how many years did you sign with Supersport? Because it's just loan after loan after loan. Like, bro.
Yeah.
So,
like it's loan. Yeah.
By that time, how many years did you have left on your contract?
I think at that time I had like 2 years, 2 years or 3. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I want to understand your mentality, like where you are right now. Because here comes the coach, Eric Tingler. He's telling you himself that I want to use you. But he's also coming back as an honest person that, you know what, my plans to use you, I don't think they will work out. I don't think you are the player I thought you were. But at that time, it already killed that the move of you like moving to Israel again. You can't go there anymore. How does that make you feel?
Yo, big man, don't lie. I think for me leaving Supersport going to Platinum Stars, not to say anything bad about Platinum Stars, but I think for me, going there, it was a thing of there's something bad that's gonna happen. Like I think I had, like there was a glitch in my mind, you know, like there were so many things happening, like I had like emotions all over, like I couldn't think properly, like I was asking myself, am I really, really good enough? Like, you know, am I really that good? Like, why? I've asked myself so many times, why? Like, if I have to move from a team to a team, it has to be alone. You know? Like, I've asked myself like that question so many times.
Yeah, it's
And
only right.
yeah, and for me it was like, I lokati samxosha simfuni la sizombuyisa futhi. You know, it was for me, I took it like that. You know?
Because like one season loan is understandable, but when it gets to the third time, now it's questionable. Like, are we moving in the same direction?
Yeah,
What's going on?
yeah,
Because also as a player, you want to be guaranteed that you are in the first 11. You want to feel good. You want to be in a good environment mentally, like so that you can be able to provide like the best of your services. But now, your mind is in different places. There's no way you can be the best like version of yourself. It's not possible.
yeah,
But who and what is helping you through that time? Because that like you still have to go through that time.
yeah. Like
The,
me
the,
moving around. Oh,
Yeah, but I'm talking about the period where you go into Platinum Stars. I know you scored on your first game, but I want to understand that's the point where you're mentally like, when you say unstable, it kind of sounds some type of way, but
yeah,
like you're in an okay state. Like you're stressed, you're asking yourself, am I good enough and stuff like that. I'm talking about that period where you just got to Platinum Stars. That small.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
can you
can,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Did you get my question?
yeah. I got your question. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, eh, for what helped me at that time.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a very self-observant person. Like
Ooh.
like if like I'm going through something, even my parents know. If like I'm going through something, I'm gonna go through it alone. You know, I'm gonna like that time I go to Platinum Stars. I was staying alone in my apartment. Like I was alone, so I was always alone with my thoughts. You know, so even though my parents were there, even though my friends were there, but in most cases I was dealing it like I was dealing with it alone. You know, and and at some point it's not good because it affects your performance at
Yeah.
the field. Like it's not good. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that, you know. Like when something like this bothering you, you need to talk to someone about it, you know. And as me, I'm just that person, you know. Like I just go through it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you still go through things by yourself, or do you have a different setup now? Because that's not okay at all.
Yeah. 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 Like right now, like for the past 2 years, it wasn't easy. Like without having a club or anything, you know, it wasn't easy. Like even COVID, like made it even worse. You know, COVID made it worse. It wasn't easy
Hey,
because I need to train alone. I need to I need to keep fit. I need to watch what I eat. I need to surround myself.
crazy.
Right, exactly. Having money. I need to surround myself with the right people because I feel like in that stage of not having a team, it's very important to keep the right company because it can make or break you.
Yeah,
You
fair.
understand? It can make or break you. So I feel like me having the right people around me at that time helped me you know, to be sane with the situation, you know. And they always told me that it's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna be okay. My parents were there, you know, for the most times. My parents helped me a lot during that situation, you know. They were very patient with me. Sometimes they wouldn't know what's happening, what's bothering me, what am I thinking, why am I always in the house, why am I not going out? Like going out meaning like just to take a walk,
Yeah,
you know.
socializing.
You understand? Like ngihlala ngisendlini ngathi ngiyifenisha manje. Yabo. So but like they helped me. Also my friends they helped me to go through that situation because they were always there also, you know. So
So
yeah,
during that 2 years, were you trying to get a club? Were you trialing? What were you doing?
I won't lie, big man. There was a time where I was like, I'm leaving soccer now because what's the point?
Yeah,
Because what's the
I'd feel
point?
the same.
Because what's the point? You know, because after the loan spells and everything, Supersport decided to terminate my contract, and then soon after they did that, I broke my ankle. Like, it was bad to worse, you know. It was bad to
Bro.
worse. I broke my ankle out of nothing. I broke my ankle, so now
Out of nothing.
out of nothing, like out of nothing, you know.
Please be specific with that.
Like it was a situation where we were just playing as gents, like like a social, like indoor type of vibes. And then yeah, I tried to kick a ball, and then my foot just got stuck under the mat, and then that's how I broke my ankle.
Yo,
You
bro,
know,
like, your journey wasn't easy. It was never
but
easy.
it wasn't. And bear in mind, bear in mind, now I don't have a cup. I'm injured.
Ish.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I I go to the hospital. They put a cast on. They told me to come back like a week after. And then the week after I went back to the hospital, and then they told me that this injury is actually serious. You need to do surgery. I'm like, what?
Ooh.
You know? Oh,
Yeah.
I, like it felt like it felt like the whole world was just opening up, and I did that. I did that, and
Mm.
then I had to do my own rehab. Like when I say my own rehab, I, you see, with my recovery and anything, I don't I think I went to gym like twice, but most of the work I was doing it here at home because
Hey, bro.
because because at that time I was out of contract. I couldn't pay for the gym fees. So how am I supposed to go to the gym?
Exactly.
How am I supposed to pay for the physio? So I I was actually my own physio. Like I did exercises. Um, I was I was icing, like I was doing everything for my day.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, a footballer's career is one of the most unpredictable things. It's crazy because I wanted to say an upcoming footballer is like having it the worst, but I immediately remember that Brighton Plongo kind of went the same thing. I remember his club released him after injury and he had to pay for his surgeries and stuff like that. And like in a few months, you can run out of money if you don't have other business. It's a problem because this is not the kind of job where you're gonna get some UIF kind of money. So
yeah.
being a footballer is so, bro, you think about it, you should have been in Israel, but some crazy things happen and you're not there. You ended up in Platinum Stars. Now you're getting an injury. It's crazy. You even think about quitting football. Where do you get the strength to come back?
To be honest, I I I get messages like every now and then from Instagram. Especially the time I didn't have a team. Like I would get like people asking me, "Where are you, bro? Like we're missing you playing. We miss watching you like do your own thing. Like what's happening? Like let us know." Like there was a point where I didn't speak to
Oh, oh my God. You said there was a point where you didn't speak to people?
Yeah, there was a point where like I couldn't speak to anyone. Like I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the strength where I can talk about football. Like my friends know, I would like get to their place and they're watching football. I would just up and leave. Like I couldn't watch soccer. I couldn't talk about soccer. I didn't want anything to do with it at that time
Yeah,
because
it was
me because for me it was like what went wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I was a good kid. I was I never had any scandals. Coaches never had any problems with me. I used to follow instructions. I'm always time. Like I did everything right, but everything went so wrong. What happened? I asked myself that question. What happened? And also me, I don't have that answer. Like I don't because I don't
uh,
know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't wanna lie to you.
you can never know what happened unless if the coaches were to tell you. Like with everything, like, at least he told you straight that, you know what I thought would be like this is not gonna work out. Now you know that, oh, okay, now the coach does not want my services. You know the problem. Unlike now, it's just too many scandals where you can't even pinpoint what's really going on. It's, bro, I don't know how you made it out, but shout out to you and the people around you for lifting you up. Is there anyone you'd like to send a special thanks to?
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. You know, the guys that I used to play with. Some of them, they were really helpful at some times. You know, like I would reach out for help, and they would help me. It's quite a few. You know, they know they're also here watching. You know, I think they also like help me because I think they understand the journey and everything. You know, and with me, it's like with everything that happened, like I'm not over what happened. Like even now, I'm still going through it. You know, I'm just strong and wiser about it. You know, it's not like
Yeah,
it's not like it's not like um I'm happy with how things are right now, but it's better than 2 years back. You know,
yeah, I can imagine.
you know, two, 2 years back I didn't have a team. No one knew where I was, but
Yeah,
right now at least I have a team, and I'm in a good structure. You know, Pele. I feel like Pele is a good structured team. Yeah, yeah, you know. So I'm still going through it, but man, I'm not okay as yet. I'm not 100%, but I'm still going strong. You know.
yeah. But the good thing is now you're not sitting at like point zero. You're going through it well, at least 3 steps ahead. You're
Yeah,
getting towards recover. Like that's the positive side. You know, like uh, before I actually like approached an interview, approached about the interview, I was checking your stats. Like you obviously wouldn't know. So I didn't understand like why is there so many loans? Because when I look at the comments on your post, people, players, they love you, but
yeah,
man is not getting a club and he's been out of the country, which means there's potential. What's going on? That's why I was so interested in having a conversation with you. But this last week, I was talking to this other. I can't mention the player. He's still out in Europe. He said something about like agents. Like there's some false agents that take players and kind of export them without getting them like into a proper club or a certain club. They kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like they take you here from South Africa, right?
yeah.
They take you to Europe, and you have to trial in a few clubs without a proper structure. And you find out when you're there that I actually have to pay my own rent and stuff like that. So I was thinking it's one of those situations. So like,
Nah,
nah, it's
nah, nah. there's a lot of people who approach me with that, but for me, it's like I really don't get that concept where you approach me saying you have a plan, you want to be my agent, but okay, you're gonna take fees, and me going overseas, there's a certain amount I need to pay. That doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. Why do I have to pay to be employed?
Exactly. So for me, I I always reject those, like, all the time. Like, when the agent approaches me and tells me that, I feel like, no, I'm good, thank you.
Oh,
I'll
bro.
be like, good, thank you, I'm good, thank you. But with my situation is like that has never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened. For
Yeah.
me, it was genuinely, like, it was genuine. It was genuine. Like, a club can approach Supersport, and then Supersport reach an agreement between the two, and then I just go. That's how, when I went to Brugge, Club Brugge actually saw me play. We were playing an ancient tournament in Soweto, Pimville. Club Brugge, Club Brugge scouts were there, and they saw me play. They were like, "We like this player. We need to bring him to Club Brugge." That's how they approached Supersport. Supersport agreed, and that's how I went to Club Brugge in Belgium.
Yeah, man. Like, I think by now I should just give a shout out to Supersport because, like, every time we have an interview, someone mentions something Supersport did about them reaching or being in contact with a certain team abroad. So, shout out to Supersport for, like, always giving this upcoming players opportunities, especially at a young age, because we don't know about these things because they give you opportunities when you're still 16, 17. We don't know about them. We only know about the senior players and stuff like that. So, like,
Yeah.
shout out to Supersport, man. Um, have you ever had, like, a bad interaction with an agent who wanted you to go different ways, kind of like that, and you preferred other way?
For me, I think I never had bad blood at Super Sports.
Or
It's
certain agent? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you said an agent.
Yeah.
Um, can you repeat the question again?
Have you ever had to deal with, like, you have a bad agent that kind of, let's say your agent wants you to go to maybe Skukune, Chiefs or what, but you prefer going to Celtics. Have you ever been in that kind of situation?
Yeah, I have. I have, and it was very stressful time, because uh, it was when Platinum Stars got relegated, and and then Super Sports, Super Sports, yeah, Super Sports wanted me to go to Stellenbosch for loan before they went to the PSL, and then my
Okay.
agent was like, my agent at that time was like, I think at that time my friends was good with Roger Dessau, like good friends. So he
Okay.
told me that now you need to go to Cape Umoya. So now I'm in the middle. I have to go to
Yeah.
Stellenbosch. Do I need to go to Cape Umoya? So
And
for
okay.
me, yeah, it was very difficult because now I'm thinking, okay, Stellenbosch is a very good team. Like, they have everyone not.
Okay. So let's continue where we left off, like the Cape Moya story, how it came about.
Oh yeah, I was in a position where I was I was thinking about Stellenbosch. I was like, Stellenbosch is a very good team, well structured and everything, and also Cape Moya, same thing, but it's better. It's better the devil, So I had to choose Cape Moya because um I worked with Roger Tessa. He's a very great coach. He's a very great human being. A very very like he's a very good coach, and also like a very good human being. You can talk to him with anything, and he can help you with anything you want. Like, he's very understanding. He knows like players' backgrounds, he knows that we come from different backgrounds, you know. And he's a coach where, like, he can see the potential, and then it can still drive you to do more for yourself, you know. So that's why I chose to go to Cape Moya.
So he's more of a father figure than just a coach. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I,
yeah.
I would have thought you'd take Stellenbosch because the mafias are there, you see.
Hey, but man, you know, hey, when I got there, when I got to Cape Moya, I was like, hey, I could have been no nice man.
Yeah, this man.
This man, yes, yo,
Yeah. At this point in the country, it feels like Sundowns and Stellenbosch are kind of in the forefront when it comes to when you're chasing money and not trying to make history. When you're chasing money, I feel like those are the top two.
and you know what's the craziest thing, man? I always tell people that Stellenbosch is, if it's not right there with Sundowns, it's definitely there. You know,
No,
Stellenbosch,
you, I think for people not to see is because people want sudden change. They want a sudden impact, but it's not possible. It's like you now telling someone that Newcastle might be bigger than Arsenal, not in terms of history of what, but in terms of how they're investing, how they're moving the money.
yeah,
It's moving in the right way. Better than United, better than Arsenal. Maybe let's not put Arsenal aside. Better than Man United, Tottenham, and stuff like that. If we look at such things, right now, Cape Town City is on, Stellenbosch is on. We have to accept that because if we don't, we'll always complain about the so-called big three teams not performing, but the new reality.
yeah,
There's a new reality.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I want us to play a little game here before I let you go. Here you just
Okay.
choose your favorite.
I think
Why? Why is it like you're not ready?
which game? Which game? Tell me the rules. Explain everything, and then yeah.
There's only one rule. It's only one rule. You have to choose. That's the rule. So the game is, you have to choose. I'm gonna present two players. You just pick the one you go with. That's simple.
Okay.
But it's fine if you wanna add why this one over that one and stuff. It's fine. You can add that. Okay.
Okay. No stress.
Like it's not only players. I can involve teams. I can involve cities and other things. You understand?
Okay. No
So
stress.
I'm gonna start by right now. Cape Moya, Stellenbosch.
Ah. Okay. No. I will choose Cape Moy. I will choose.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure.
I think it would be wrong of me. Is your eye okay?
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, okay. I thought you were having a problem with your eye. Okay, let's move on. Surprise Muriri, Teko Mudis.
Hey. I I I really have to go with Donut T. Yo. I have to.
Okay, he's a legend. I understand, and I'll never ever question your choices. It's your choices.
Yeah, I have to. I have.
Clothman is giving you a shout out down here.
Definitely. Yeah. Ah. That's my
Shout
coach.
out. Oh, we are from the same place. Oh, y'all being biased. I see you. It's fine. So let me
Not
put you in.
not even me. Let me tell you me. Let me tell you me and Lev, we don't stay in the same area like ever. Even in Alex, he stays on the other side. I stay on the other side.
Oh, have you played against him? Like local tournament?
In Insta tournament.
Did you miss that?
Have I what?
I was saying, did you ever play against or with him in local tournaments? Yeah, local tournaments.
No,
Have you played with
no,
or against him?
no. I haven't. But I played with him. We I played with him. That time I got promoted to Supersport first team. He was still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo, yeah, I'd go crazy playing with Kaka. So yeah, let me put you on the spot. Let me put you on the spot. Manyama or Dolly?
Obvious. Scarcely. There's no way. No. Manyama all the way.
Yeah, I see you're biased. Okay, let's do this. Let's be fair to do. Let's be fair to do. Dolly or Lodge?
Who?
Dolly or Lodge? Let's be fair to Dolly because now you're being biased.
Dolly or Lodge?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh. So I need to choose one.
You need to choose one.
I'm gonna go with Lodge. Reason being, I have a reason for that.
Yeah.
He's been so influential for both club and country.
So
Dolly was.
So you're saying Dolly was? Sorry.
I'm saying I'm going for Lodge because he's been so influential for club and country.
Meaning Dolly was not.
I'm not saying Dolly wasn't, but if let me make an example. Let me make an example. If like you're watching Pirates and Lodge is not there, you can see good content show that. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna let that one pass because I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Obas or Zungu?
Who?
Watusi Obas or Zungu?
Yo. Yes. You know, Obas is my homeboy. Like, and also, like you really put me on the spot right now because Obas is my homeboy, and also Zoom, I'm good friends with him.
Just again.
Yo. Akut man uzoxabirisana abantu manje.
Okay. We can let it pass. Okay, let's take it to other DMs, right?
Yeah.
Tinashe Ngomasho or Ezra Mnyanduru?
I'm gonna go with Tinashe because I feel like at that time I was watching Chiefs a lot. And and Nango Masha was really that guy for me. Like he was the spine of the team, you know. So I'll go for him. Yeah.
Yeah, Nango. I've never loved a midfielder like Nango Masha. Like that was perfect.
That guy is a cleaner. He's a chef. Like he was everything. Security guard, everything for Chiefs, you know.
Yeah, he's like a PSL version of Yaya Toure, like something like.
For sure.
So like now, Sundowns is giving you 10 million, and Saudi is giving you the same amount, 10. Where are you going?
I'm going to Saudi. That's easy. That's easy. Why must they? That's easy. That's easy.
What makes it easy? I don't know.
That's easy, huh? Because told you at the start of my interview that I've always wanted to play overseas. So the first thought for me to go overseas, you know.
I understand.
You know what I'll do? I'll just take everyone that I love and go to Saudi. Everyone.
It's hard down there. It's hard that side. The weather is not nice.
Listen, they will adjust. They will adjust.
You're killing me, man. So I want to let you go, but I want you to first tell me these three things, Yana. The good, the bad, of the good and bad times in Israel. Tell me about that. Which moments were your favorite, and which one did you hate the most in Israel?
In Israel, I think the good times. Israel, it's a country where like there's like cities, right? And then so I was staying for Happoel Ranana. So I was staying in Ranana. So when I'm staying in Ranana and I'm playing for Happoel Ranana, it means everyone in that city knows me. So like, let's say for example, for about maybe Sundowns. Let's say Sundowns was the only team in Pretoria, like whole of Pretoria.
Yeah.
And then I play for Sundowns. Like everyone knows me. I think that in Ranana, like in Israel, I love everything about that because everyone like welcomed me so very well. So like I would like walk around in the street and be like, hey, are you Zama? You play for Happoel Ranana? Oh yeah. We saw they signed you. We're gonna come. We're gonna come and support you. And like come match day, they support me. You know, like I could be playing and my neighbors literally are watching me. You know, like my next door neighbor, they there at the stadium watching me. Yeah,
that's love.
that's yeah, that's love. That's love for real. So I think for me that was the good thing about Israel. Like they were so loving, you know, and very welcoming.
Yeah, shout out. The bad thing?
The bad thing is me getting injured. I got a hamstring grade. I think it was a grade 3. I don't know if you know injuries.
No, I don't.
Like in hamstring is like 4 grades: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. So like it's levels. So me, I had if like it's a grade, maybe grade 4. It means it's like it's a wheel, like it's torn apart.
Mm.
It means you need surgery.
Yeah.
So for me, I had a grade 3. It was almost torn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think for me that was the bad thing in Israel. So yeah.
What is your friend's name again?
I have
Stugza.
yeah, like let me put it this way. Like I have 5 friends.
No, I meant on this life.
On this life, I should.
My brother, how are you?
Shut up, Portman. What up?
I'm good. This man, you've known him for so many years. You've seen all the ups and downs, and finally, he just had a beautiful season now. And Pele is showing him some love. How do you feel about that? What's your message to him?
The message to the fans that the Lord is coming. You just have to watch out and just come and support my boy. All is coming well, don't I am.
Wow, yeah,
No, I want to put you on the spot, man. I want you to tell me something crazy that you once did that we don't know about.
Ah, uh,
Yeah, the craziest thing that my man does when we were going to school, he used to freeze the Danone, then we'll eat the Danone early to school. He will freeze the Danone
What?
so that when we go to school the following day, we eat that ice. And we used to leave early to school around 6 o'clock, but school starts at 7. Just to get there and play soccer. By the time 7 o'clock beat, we are already aware of playing soccer. That
Shut
was
up.
the worst thing that he will freeze two Danone for us when we go to school early in the morning.
Oh, he's always been a cheese boy. Like,
Yeah. He was one of the cheese boy of the crew.
I can see that. Thank you, bro. I don't want to waste your
Sure.
time.
Blessed.
oh.
Blessed.
Oh.
You know what people do? People get in ice baths and get their bodies ready. Then there's you. You get an ice Danone.
I just feel the Danone, you know. That's the thing, man. Wow.
I want to let you know. This man has a bright future as well.
Yeah.
Did you see his message?
I'm listening, yeah.
Now I'm saying, man, he's also showing some love, man. So, like, yeah, thank you again, man, for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I hope, like, next time we talk, you would have scored 15 goals or maybe assisted 20 in a season. That's my challenge to you.
Yeah. Nah, definitely.
Wait, please tell me your stats for last season. How did you play?
Pardon?
Please tell me your stats for last season. How are you standing?
How did we play?
Your stats for last season, because we don't see Pele that much.
Oh. I have because I joined them in the middle of the season. I think I played like 15 or 20 games. I have one goal. Yeah, and a few assists. Yeah.
There's in 15 games already. Wow, shout out, bro. So Pele is Pele associated with Orlando Pirates? Oh man, last question we are here, because I think I see the kid here has something to do with Orlando Pirates. So I wonder if Pele is part of Orlando Pirates, or to get me searching Pele. Do y'all know any? If you have any questions, please you can drop them like for the men. If maybe you have any good messages, you can also drop it before we leave here. Like this man has been, I think his journey is also, he's one of those people where you look at it and say, you have a just like a living, like a, what do you call it? A prophecy of life, yeah. This life is kind of like a prophecy by itself, because it's been through so much ups and downs, and it's inspiring. Because there are there's prophecy of words where people tell you what they did and you understand. And there's a prophecy of life where you go through those things and people see through you. So I feel he's one of those people who are in that lane. So like, yeah, let me get him back. Where you at, big bro? But I don't think I'll get it back because I'm really struggling here. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. This has been a great conversation. I appreciate it. Let's meet again tomorrow, 9 o'clock. I'll reveal the next player that's coming through.